Amara pushed the bedroom door open. Her handbag fell from her hand. On her bed was her husband, and on top of him was her sister. For a second, Amara could not breathe. Her ears rang. Her legs shook. Lola froze. Daniel jumped up in fear. No one spoke. The clock on the wall ticked loudly. Amara's voice finally came out, weak and broken. Lola? Her sister did not cry. She did not cover herself. She only looked at Amara and smiled. That smile cut Amara's heart into pieces. 3 years earlier, when their parents died in a terrible accident, the whole family scattered. Everyone was struggling. Lola was still young. She had no job, no place to stay. Amara was already married then. She worked in a bank and lived comfortably with her husband, Daniel. When Lola came to her crying, Amara did not think twice. "You will stay with me," she said. "You are my sister." Daniel agreed. "Family is family," he said. Daniel worked from home, so he was always around the house. That was how Lola entered their home. At first, Lola was quiet. She dressed simple. She greeted Daniel with respect. She helped Amara in the kitchen. Amara trusted her completely. Every morning, Amara woke up by 5 a.m. She dressed neatly. She tied her hair. She rushed to work. "Take care of the house," she always told Lola. "I will," Lola replied with a sweet smile. But when Amara left, something else woke up inside Lola. She watched herself in the mirror. She touched her body. She remembered how men used to look at her before. She noticed how Daniel greeted her kindly, how he asked if she had eaten, how he smiled when she talked. Slowly, jealousy entered her heart. Why does she have everything? Lola thought. A good job, a good husband, respect. That was the day Lola changed. She started wearing tighter clothes at home. Short gowns, low tops. She walked slowly when Daniel was around. She laughed louder. She bent to pick things up. Daniel noticed. At first, he tried to ignore it. But temptation does not knock once. It keeps knocking. And Amara was never at home to see any of it. One afternoon, Daniel was in the parlor, sitting on the couch, watching a movie. Lola came out of her room. She was wearing a sexy bum short. As she walked past the couch, she suddenly cried out softly as if something pushed her. She lost balance and fell straight onto Daniel. Daniel gasped. Before he could stand up or speak, Lola grabbed his head and kissed him. Daniel pushed Lola away immediately. "What are you doing?" he asked, his voice shaking. Lola stood up slowly. She did not look ashamed. "I'm sorry," she said softly. "I tripped." Daniel stood up. "This must never happen again," he said firmly. "You are my wife's sister." Lola nodded. "I understand." But inside her heart, she was smiling. After that day, Lola became careful. She stopped trying to touch Daniel openly. She stopped dressing too obvious. Instead, she became useful. She woke up early with Amara. She helped pack food for work. She acted caring and loyal. Sometimes she added small local herbs to Amara's meals. Nothing dangerous. Just enough to make her tired, slow, and less attentive. Amara noticed she was always exhausted. "I think work is killing me," she complained one evening. Daniel looked worried. "You should rest more." "I will," Amara said, forcing a smile. But rest never came. Daniel worked from home, so he was always around. Meetings, calls, laptop on the dining table. Lola made sure she was always nearby. She asked about his work. She listened when he talked. She praised him. "You work so hard," she would say. "Amara is lucky." Those words entered Daniel's heart slowly. At night, Amara was always tired. She slept early. She barely talked. Daniel felt lonely even with a wife. Lola filled that space quietly. One evening, Amara left work late. She sent a message. "I'll be home soon." Daniel replied, "Okay." Lola cooked dinner. She wore a short home gown. They ate together in silence. After dinner, the rain started falling. Nepa took light. The house became quiet. Too quiet. Lola sat close to Daniel. "I didn't plan for things to be like this," she said softly. But feelings don't ask for permission. Daniel tried to stand up, but he didn't leave the room. Minutes later, they were in the bedroom. The door closed. The bed creaked. At that same moment, Amara arrived home. She felt strangely uneasy. She walked straight to the bedroom. She pushed the door open and saw her husband on the bed. With her sister, Amara stood at the door. She did not scream. She did not cry. She only stared. Daniel jumped out of bed immediately. "Amara," he called. Lola froze. For the first time, fear entered her eyes. Amara's voice came out calm, too calm. "So this is what you were doing in my house," she said. Daniel rushed toward her. "It's not what you think," he said. "I can explain." Amara laughed softly. "You are both on my bed," she replied. "What explanation is left?" She turned to Lola. "I took you in when nobody wanted you," Amara said. "I fed you. I protected you. I called you my sister." Lola tried to speak. "Amara, Don't," Amara cut in. "Don't call my name again." Silence filled the room. Amara walked out of the bedroom and returned with a bag. She threw it on the floor. "Pack your things," she said to Lola. "Tonight." Lola's voice shook. "Where will I go?" "That is no longer my problem," Amara replied. She then faced Daniel. "And you," she said slowly. "You lost a wife today." Daniel fell on his knees. "I made a mistake," he cried. "Please forgive me." Amara looked at him one last time. "Mistakes happen once," she said. This was a choice. That night, Lola left the house with nothing but shame. Daniel slept alone. Weeks later, Amara filed for divorce. She focused on herself. Her work, her peace. Slowly, her strength returned. As for Lola, no one wanted to take her in again. Because betrayal follows people who betray. And Amara learned a hard truth. Not everyone who calls you family wants your happiness. Some people want your life.